Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. Mark and Susan are both off today, so Brady and I are here for you.
We will be your guides through this whole hour. You're in good hands.
Everything will be fine. We got some rain today, which is what we were waiting for.
I don't even recognize what's going on outside.
I know, it's quite different.
We did have some severe thunderstorms rolling through our area today. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart is in the backyard with your first warn forecast.
President Biden is meeting with the Prime Minister of Sweden as the country makes its bid to join the NATO alliance. I'm Nicole Skenga at the White House, where the two leaders sit down face to face.
The next two-year state budget is finally signed into law, but Governor Evers made some changes. Will Keneally is standing by to tell us more. But first, the 40th season of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra's Concerts on the Square will have to wait at least one more day. The weather has once again pushed back the first concert of the year. Organizers announced today that they are delaying until tomorrow night because of the storms. The Contraste show is set for 7 o'clock tomorrow night on the Capitol Square. Our first warn weather team says the weather should be better by then.
Well, this is video from Fitchburg this afternoon. You can see visibility is reduced to just a few hundred yards, and that rain is really pelting the apartments while wind tore through the trees. The person who recorded this video said the intense part of the storm was relatively short-lived. That's a lot of water.
That is a lot of water. Let's get a check of our first warn forecast for the refreshing change that we're looking for with meteorologist Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, I'm actually inside because of the lightning, so that's why I would stay inside. But we do still have showers and thunderstorms across the area, and that video kind of showed the severe threat that we had today was really just a wind kind of threat, very narrow area of winds we've had. So we had a few severe warnings throughout the afternoon, but nothing in the last probably 2 hours. We still have an activity that's beginning to push up. You can see it kind of expanding towards Dane County, but areas to the west, unfortunately, have not seen much of anything of the rainfall. We zoom in, you can see that expansion just further west of Dane County. I think as that comes up further north, more of Dane County will get into the precipitation. But so far, none of this is severe, just brief heavy rainfall and maybe some gusty winds. A bigger picture of the rainfall shows really where we've had it and not. It's been in a narrow band just to Monroe, to Madison, up to Watertown. Not much as you go further south. I think Janesville gets some stuff later. Not anything as you go further west, unfortunately. So there's your temperatures. The front is down to the south. It's cooler up to the north behind those north winds. That's the positive thing. The dew points are starting to drop. Well, we're still muggy, so we'll probably have a muggy evening forecast. The showers and thunderstorms continuing for a few more hours, and then generally everything starts shifting east of Madison as our temperatures get back down into the low 70s. Tonight, tomorrow, you'll wake up a little bit refresher, low 60s, cooler, less humid. And then as we go in the bigger picture tomorrow, I'll explain all those lower dew points and refreshing air that's going to be coming. As we said, probably a better day for the concerts on the square tomorrow with much more comfortable conditions, you guys.
All right, Greg, thank you. Signed, sealed, and delivered. After months of debate, the next two-year state budget is finally signed into law.
But that's not without a handful of changes the governor made along the way. Political reporter Will Keneally reports. Will?
So the Wisconsin governor has a very powerful line item veto, allowing him to strike out whole passages from the state budget. And for a little context, this is just how powerful his veto is. He wanted to extend funding for schools beyond next year, the 2024-2025 school year. So he got a little creative, struck out a hyphen, and extended school funding for the 2425 school year. Yes, 400 years into the future. Very powerful veto that he has here. And he turned that veto pen onto a Republican-authored tax cut that would have lowered income taxes across the state's 4 tax brackets. Instead, the governor nixed the tax cut for the top 2 income earning brackets, leaving the tax cut in place for the bottom 2 brackets.
Using my broad veto authority, I'm doing what I can to ensure that tax relief goes to working families who need help affording rising costs, not the wealthiest taxpayers in Wisconsin.
Now, the governor had initially floated in his budget address a tax cut for those making less than $100,000. But because of how the tax brackets fall in Wisconsin, the lowest 2 brackets for 2023, for example, include anyone making less than $27,000. And so that's because the state's 3rd bracket here is it's very big. It ranges from that $27,000 mark to $304,000. So now Republicans say that to exclude that group and anybody above that excludes a significant portion of middle-class Wisconsinites. We'll hear more from one of the key Republican authors of the state budget coming up tonight at 5. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Will. Local public health officials want you to know dumping liquids like gas, oil, and degreasers in Dane County is illegal, and it affects our environment.
Kyle Pozorski shares the steps you can take to avoid being met with a fine or even legal trouble when you need to get rid of some unused oil.
If you're not sure what illegal dumping looks like, well, then take a look at this. These pictures provided by Public Health of Madison and Dane County show the dumping, which can come in many forms, from car supplies to carpet cleaning wastewater. Today I spoke with Morgan Finke, who says continued dumping has a negative impact on the environment and could eventually get into our drinking water.
They can be carried, and that's untreated material, and that gets carried whenever it rains into the closest waterway. So that's how it all trickles down from first impacting our rivers and our lakes, and then ultimately could potentially impact our drinking water.
If you do have unused motor oil or gas, you can put it in a container and drop it off at approved locations like the city's waste oil drop-off sites. And if you catch someone dumping these liquids illegally, Madison Public Health has a website to report violations. Just go to cityofmadison.com/report a problem, then look for illegal discharge or storm sewer dumping. You can upload a video and description of what you saw to help city officials find the person responsible.
All right, thank you, Kyle. President Biden met with the leader of Sweden at the White House today.
Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson's visit underscores U.S. support for Sweden to become a full member of NATO as soon as possible.
Nicole Skanga reports from Washington.
President Biden welcomed Sweden's prime minister to the White House, showing strong support for the nation's bid to formally join NATO.
The United States fully supports Sweden's membership in NATO.
Both Sweden and its neighbor Finland, which have historically remained neutral, applied for NATO membership last year after Russia invaded Ukraine.
Sweden is going to make our alliance stronger and has the same value set that we have in NATO.
While Finland became a full member of NATO earlier this year, Sweden's path to enter the military alliance has been blocked by fellow NATO allies Hungary and Turkey. President Biden is expected to make the case for Sweden to join the alliance when he meets with NATO members at a key summit in Lithuania next week. The president remains focused on reinforcing the international coalition backing Ukraine as it pursues a counteroffensive against Russia.
Across the board, we seem to be in agreement on almost everything. And we're stepping up to protect our shared democratic values, including providing security and humanitarian assistance to people in Ukraine.
NATO's expansion in Europe would require consensus from all member nations, as well as U.S. Senate approval. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the White House.
Top diplomats from Turkey and Sweden will meet on Thursday at NATO headquarters in Brussels to discuss the issue.
Ukraine has expressed a very strong interest in joining the alliance.
The Taliban in Afghanistan has ordered beauty salons to close within a month. It is the latest crackdown on access to public places for Afghan women. One business owner told CNN her salon was the only means to feed her family. Bathhouses, gyms, and parks have also been closed to women since the Taliban returned to power in 2021. Last year, authorities closed most girls' high schools and barred women from universities. Western governments and international organizations say the restrictions on women are hampering any possible progress to recognition for the Taliban on the world stage.
Several shark bite incidents and sightings are putting people on the beach on high alert in Florida and New York in the recent days. In New York waters, there have been at least 5 suspected shark attacks just this week. So officials are taking to the skies. A fleet of drones now monitors state beaches, hovering over the shore to look for sharks or the bait fish that attract them.
That's what's bringing the sharks closer to shore. So we had to react to that. We think that's our new normal.
Drone video captured a school of sand sharks feeding close to shore on Tuesday, and officials kept everyone on land. Beach lovers say that they're comfortable but cautious. According to the International Shark Attack Files, there have been 16 confirmed shark bites in the U.S. so far this year. But marine experts say you're more likely to win the lottery or get hit by lightning than you are to get bitten by a shark.
2 months after Britain's King Charles received a lavish coronation in London, Scotland hosted its own event to celebrate the monarch's new reign. Royal pomp and pageantry filled the streets, known as the Royal Mile in Edinburgh, as crowds in Scotland's capital city celebrated the new monarchy of King Charles III. Today's event brought King Charles back to the same cathedral where he mourned his mother's death nearly 10 months ago. But the second largest country in the UK is split on support for the monarch, with chants from demonstrators clashing in the streets. The 74-year-old is looking to strengthen ties with Scotland to show the 1,000-year-old monarchy remains relevant in modern Britain.
Today, the Ho-Chunk Nation held a swearing-in event to usher in a new and returning leadership. An oath of office was administered to the incoming president, along with 5 legislators, 3 trial court judges, and a tribal Supreme Court justice. The officials begin their 4-year term after the wake of the COVID pandemic, which disrupted the tribal economy and triggered a decline in tribal workforce.
In the post-pandemic, we can actually find good things and develop and advance all of those great ideas. So the pandemic itself has been compartmentalized to a certain chronological compartment, but how we respond to it is yet to be seen.
President Greendeer emphasized that he wants to honor the administration, the children, the elders, the veterans, and the Ho-Chunk community overall. Well, you've heard about those doomsday stories where AI takes over the human race, right?
Yep. Well, thankfully, it is not there yet. But researchers in Texas are experimenting with using it to read minds. We'll tell you more when we return.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome Welcome back. As a person ages, health experts say it may be harder to remember names or find words.
But a new report from the AARP highlights 6 ways to reduce your risk of cognitive decline. Getting quality sleep, managing stress, staying active, eating healthy, being social, and engaging your brain can also help keep it healthy. But the organization says maintaining brain health is easier for some than others.
If you live in a community where safety is an issue or you don't have sidewalks, it's harder to exercise. Access to places like parks and recreation help you be social. But if you don't have those opportunities, or if you are economically disadvantaged, it's a lot harder for you to just say, oh, let's go out and exercise if you're working 2 or 3 jobs.
The report says technology and platforms like social media can help spread awareness about the importance of keeping brains sharp. The National Institutes of Health says that despite changes in the brain that come with age, older adults can still do things like learn new skills, add to their vocabulary, and form new memories. The NIH says there's increasing evidence that the brain can adapt and change, allowing people to take on new challenges and tasks as they age.
The weight loss brand Jenny Craig, remember that, is coming back. Nutrisystem's parent company, Wellful, says it will relaunch this fall with online coaching instead of physical centers. Customers will receive food by delivery. The reboot comes after the traditional Jenny Craig model went bust in May amid competition from trendy diets and weight loss drugs. Court filing shows its intellectual property could be worth $10 million.
Stocks were down across the board today. The Dow Industrial lost almost 130 points. The Nasdaq was down 25 and the S&P lost almost 9. ChatGPT technology is good for more than just writing essays. Artificial intelligence researchers in Texas are experimenting with reading minds.
I don't like how this is going. Donnie O'Sullivan allowed himself to be a guinea pig in a fascinating AI experiment. Here's his report.
You're reading people's minds.
So we don't like to use the term mind reading.
These neuroscientists at the University of Texas in Austin say they've made a major breakthrough. They've figured out how to translate brain activity into words using artificial intelligence.
These are different images.
Earlier this month, they published a paper explaining how they had research volunteers listen to audio clips while having their brains scanned by an fMRI machine. Over time, AI algorithms, the very same tech that's behind ChatGPT, were able to figure out what the volunteers were listening to just by watching their brains.
It is just crazy. You can watch how blood flows through the brain, and using AI and GBT and everything else, translate it into words.
Yeah, it's wild that this works when you put it that way.
Thumbs up, Donnie.
To test it all out, Professor Alexander Hoot and I had our brains scanned while listening to parts of the Wizard of Oz audiobook.
If I only had a brain.
Big brain. Yeah. Like obnoxiously big.
All right, Donnie, we have a picture of your brain.
I have a brain.
Yep, it looks good.
I was scanned first, followed by Professor Hoot, capturing images of the changes in our brain's blood flow as we listened to the words from the audiobook and showing how our brains interpreted those words.
When she had finished her meal and was about to go back to the road of yellow brick, she was startled to hear a deep groan nearby.
You can see that we're getting recordings every 2 seconds while he's listening to a story. We will feed this data through our decoder and try to predict the story that he's currently listening to.
The next morning, the results were in. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since we got our brain scanned. You can confirm I have a brain.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So we were able to decode some stuff from my brain, not so much from yours. So this is one from my brain. This is from The Wizard of Oz. So on the left side is the actual words that I heard. When she had finished her meal and was about to go back to the road of yellow brick, she was startled to hear a deep groan nearby. And the decoded version of this is on the right. It's, I was about to head back to school and I hear this strange voice calling out to me. So it gets some things right. So this was about to go back, was about to head back. It completely misses some things, like the road of yellow brick versus school. But then it gets this this nice kind of example. So she hears something, and then instead of a deep groan nearby, it said a strange voice calling out to me. It means something related, even if it's not exactly the right words.
Still pretty incredible to think that was about to head back as something that just by scanning your brain.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that's really surprising to us about this. It can get things like that. It can get these entire phrases of exact words. Okay, so here's this same segment for you.
Now, so we expected mine not to be great.
Because we haven't trained the model on you. The whole day I'd be fine, but she wanted me to make it to her place. First, I got a little excited about it.
The reason it wasn't able to decode my brain was because the technology currently needs people to sit in the fMRI machine for more than 16 hours, so the AI models can train on specific people's brains.
Are we going to live in a world where, you know, I can walk by somebody on the street and they'll be able to hold something up to my head and they'll know what I'm thinking?
Currently, we're very far from that. That might also never be possible. We can't completely rule it out, but as far as we know, that certainly won't be possible in the next few decades. The real potential application of this is actually helping people who are unable to speak without them needing to get neurosurgery.
Now we have this snapshot of the brain. And
Jerry Tang explained how they used OpenAI's GPT large language model to help decode the brain. The GPT model is made up of millions of pages of text from the internet that the AI trains on and learns how sentences are constructed and how people talk and think.
GPT basically made our predictions a lot better.
But it doesn't just work listening to audio. Professor Hoot showed us what happened when he watched a movie with no sound while his brain was scanned. Watch as the technology is able to decode what his eyes are seeing.
She then took my hand and held it to her lips. She kissed it. I smiled, and she pulled me in for a hug. I got her back for about hours. I had to stop the bleeding and gave her my shirt to put over it. It's pretty good. I don't know, it's a pretty good description of what was happening here.
Wow. Should we be scared by the work people like you are doing?
We think it's really important to continually evaluate the implications of brain decoding and also to start thinking about enacting policies that protect mental privacy and regulate what brain data can be used for.
So you know the part in horror movies when they have that flashback through, like, if only we didn't do this?
Right, yeah. This could be it. I'm just going to stay out of my brain. Yeah. You don't want to be in here, trust me. While the research at the University of Texas is far from being applied to everyday use.
It does provide a glimpse into how companies may be able to develop more robust virtual assistants to help patients as well as consumers in the not too distant future.
Well, coming up next on Live at 4, Taylor Swift is being welcomed to Kansas City for upcoming shows this week.
This one's for you, Swifties. And if you're flying into the city, it should be pretty hard to miss. We'll show you the signs when we come back.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with lots of top-rated 4s to shop, like 4 of my best-selling playgroup sectionals. Keep it fun and functional on my playbook, only $9.99. Or go with my highly rated playscape for only $12.99. Don't forget my playroom, also $12.99. Stretch out in style on my 4-piece playground, only $24.99. With financing options to fit your budget. You guessed it, 4 plans to choose from. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Well, take a look at this. There were plenty of impressive fireworks displays to take in across the country last night, but perhaps none more unique than this next level light show that lit up an already illuminated Las Vegas skyline, courtesy of the brand new MSG Sphere. 580,000 square feet of LED screens provided an all-around amazing display of virtual fireworks, floral patterns, and of course, the stars and stripes.
How cool is that?
That is quite amazing.
Yeah, and I was impressed with the little fireworks I saw that people were shooting off. You know, this is something else.
Yeah, this is a whole new level.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, everything kind of panned out for the fireworks last night, so the rain held off, but concert on squares, no. But I think it's going to be a nice...
that rain.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of areas of the West aren't getting nothing out of this.
Wow.
So the drought for those continue. But we do have refreshing air coming. That's a nice thing. It'll be back to what we should be, so I'll break all that down after the break.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Congratulations to Madison Magazine for earning 9 awards in the Milwaukee Press Club Excellence in Wisconsin Journalism Competition, including top honors for Best Single Story or Feature Design and Best Feature Photograph. Take a trip to Paoli with Madison Magazine. See how this small community is using the best parts of its farming past to build a bright future. And watch the skyline as Madison leans into an epic growth spurt. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
In 1930, we began helping people in Milwaukee who were hurt and killed by the carelessness of others. For more than 90 years, the awards for our clients totals well into the billions of dollars, probably more than all the other personal injury firms in the state combined. When entering a negotiation, it helps to have that reputation on your side. We have the talent and resources to take on the big corporations. For regular people all over Wisconsin. Habish, Habish & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
The story of Scott the Window Guy starts with the crack of a bat and a broken window. Little did I know, Mom actually wanted her windows replaced. I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. For the past 50 years, we've been replacing windows in Wisconsin with a 50-year warranty and a 10-year glass breakage guarantee to protect you
from kids like me.
Get a free, no-obligation estimate and $225 off per window at scottthewindowguy.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Give you an update on the radar right now. We've seen that expansion of the shower and thunderstorm more toward western Dane County. So we're going to see another batch come through here, basically Madison and westward, maybe all the way up to Arena and those areas. Otherwise, Janesville's starting to get into more of this just general light rain. But as you go areas west, not expecting much of anything really, so that's what we're going on for probably about 2 or 3 more hours for most areas. We're going to see that light rain or showers and thunderstorms continue. Drought-wise, we need it over here. Unfortunately, the areas to the west are even worse. They're not getting it, so there will be some improvement, hopefully, but not as much as we've seen. And if we look at the forecast in the future for precipitation, it doesn't bode well for more widespread significant rain. We got dry conditions. There is some chances for rain this weekend to Monday, but those are fairly small or weak. Maybe more storms by the end of next week, but once again, it's July, so it's a lot more hit and miss type activity. Temperatures, the good news of the temperature is more closer to normal, low 80s. The humidity definitely will be down. There's a brief warm up maybe Monday, but then once again back to seasonal conditions. So we don't see any long stretch of hot or humid conditions as we go through next week. Overall precipitation, a lot of this, what you're seeing here is what we're getting today. There is some amounts, maybe up to a quarter we could see through the next 7 to 10 days. But as we zoom out, you can really see where most of the precipitation is occurring. It's real down to the south or to the east of the area right now, and that doesn't seem to be changing. Kind of a consistent pattern this summertime. Overall, as we look at this evening, we have that one batch coming through, and then we'll start seeing it begin to lift to the east. Areas to the west will begin to clear out. I think Madison and eventually Janesville after 8:30 we'll probably see the precipitation done. We'll see that wind pick up from the north, and generally a little bit of clearing skies west to east overnight. As you wake up tomorrow morning, generally a change. It'll be less humid, around the low 60s, mid 50s, even upper 40s to go further north. So definitely a different of a change. Tomorrow, absolutely really great conditions for the early part of July. Low humidity will get up to the mid upper 70s with that northeast wind, a few cloud cover in the afternoon. But going into the evening hours for the concert on Square should be really nice conditions as we get back down into the low 60s by 10 p.m. under generally clear skies and a north wind, and that humidity level will be quite low. So that'll be the interesting as we set up for the next time. But big picture wise shows, I showed all the precipitation as we go through the next 72 hours. You can see most of these waves that head to the south through Thursday, there comes one through Friday, typically are staying to the south with the precipitation. We do have some fronts up to the north that do try to push to our area. This one coming Friday into Saturday, it's going to kind of fizzle out, and there's another wave pushes east of the area. So that's why the precipitation stays to the south. We do have the potential now, the next front coming, the one way to the north, that is the one that could bring our rain by Saturday and Sunday. But once again, most of the moisture is going to stay to the south, so our chances are not that great to see the rainfall. So as you look at the 7-10-day forecast, those temperatures are actually very pleasant for this time of year. Around 80 through Saturday. We bump them up a little bit for Sunday to Monday. We have a little bit of a front come through. That's the one I mentioned that could bring the next chance of rain. Not great chances. And then for the rest of the week, pretty much where we should be, low to mid 80s for most of the time. Humidity levels don't look to be too bad throughout the next 10 days. Unfortunately, we do need more rain. But it's July and it's convection, so it's hard to get widespread rainfall. It's just a hit and miss. And today it's been mainly Madison eastward.
Wow. It's almost like whack-a-mole in a sense, right?
Well, like I said, if you go further west in Nebraska and western Iowa, all the way to Wyoming, which I was just there last week, it's all green as could be because they had all the rain in the spring. So just
give us some of that.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're hoping that'll change, but for right now, it doesn't look to be way.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.
Well, Swifties in the Kansas City area are counting down the days until Taylor Swift's Eras Tour comes to the city later this week.
One local farmer is welcoming the singer in a very special way and with a message you can only see from the skies above.
Matt Evans gives us a preview.
Last week, it was a combine harvesting wheat in this Ray County field. And today, it's Rob Stouffer driving around his Bobcat.
We're trying to get this all created in one day.
Finding a way to blend art and science.
I've been doing this for 23 years, and there is a level of craftsmanship.
It also takes a team watching from the skies.
I think you can go farther forward.
They were the ones that convinced Rob to take on this project in the first place.
The team kind of came up with this concept probably about 6 weeks ago. I said, no, I don't want to do this, and here we are.
Because when it's Taylor Swift coming to town, there's no choice. You have to roll out more than a welcome mat.
So we kind of think this is the quintessential welcome to the Midwest and to the heartland.
By this afternoon, he'd already etched KC welcomes Taylor into the ground and is now working on her portrait until it eventually looks like this.
We're just here to celebrate with the city with the event that really is Taylor Swift coming to town. It is a phenomenon. and we're just one play small part of it.
That's fandom at a whole new level.
It really,
yeah.
It really is. Well, it's Missouri. It's the show me state.
Yeah, well, I hope she goes to visit them. Rob does hope Taylor Swift herself will see the project when it's done.
Swift will be taking the stage at Arrowhead Stadium on July 7th and 8th as part of her Eras tour.
It's a great show. It changed me forever.
Okay, okay.
Well, this is just coming into our newsroom. It seems like we found a combine this afternoon.
Oh,
look at it, doing our part. Hey,
See?
Taylor.
Show me state.
Just a couple of Swifties.
All right, coming up next on Live at 4, Consumer Reports helps us pick out the best buys of July.
And then at 5, everybody knows illegal fireworks are set off in Madison city limits. So why doesn't it seem like officers are doing anything? Braden Ross shows us more.
Are you over 60 and want to learn the ins and outs of the Madison Metro bus system? With RSVP of Dane County and their free Bus Buddy program, you can gain independence and explore more of Madison this summer. Visit rsvpdane.org and call to sign up.
Rider Chips, just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. We have all the best brands at the best prices. And with our 120-night sleep guarantee and free delivery, you can't make a mistake. At Steinhafels, we take the time to fit you with the perfect mattress, giving you the best night's sleep possible. Rest easy when you use Steinhafels' 72-month special financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at gawon'twait.com.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Are you over 60 and want to learn the ins and outs of the Madison Metro bus system? With RSVP of Dane County and their free Bus Buddy program, you can gain independence and explore more of Madison this summer. Visit rsvpdane.org and call to sign up.
Governor Evers took an axe to GOP-authored income tax cut using his budget vetoes. We'll have more on what that means for your pocketbook.
We are going to be monitoring the developments of some showers and even thunderstorms that will be moving into the later parts of our evening. We'll break it all down for you coming up at 5.
And ahead at 6, News 3 Now investigates your burning questions about the illegal use of fireworks and the lack of enforcement for them. That's tonight at 6.
Well, should we take a trip to Toronto today?
Oh, I've never been there.
It looks beautiful out, 85 degrees there.
Which sailboat would you like to be on?
Oh, you know, just something small and non-ostentatious.
Yes, okay, that's good.
Yeah, low-key. With 4th of July sales here and Amazon Prime Day right around the corner.
That's right. Consumer Reports says July is a month full of ways to save big this summer. Naomi Coles tells us more.
Make the most of summer by cashing in on Independence Day and Prime Day sales this month. Consumer Reports tracks the prices of many of its top tested products all year long, so it knows exactly when they go on deep discount. Here are top products to look out for in this month's best time to buy.
4th of July sales are in full swing. This is an especially major sales moment for big ticket items like grills, large appliances, and mattresses.
Now might be the time to make that change your body needs. A recommended mattress from Consumer Reports test. The Casper Original Hybrid Queen is now on sale for $1,196 at Amazon, Best Buy, and Casper. CR says this hybrid of inner springs and foam delivers excellent spine support for sleepers of all sizes. Next, save big on a new washing machine. This washing machine from Electrolux is as low as $898 at the Home Depot. CR says this model aced its test for washing performance and water efficiency. Keep the cookouts coming this month with a new charcoal grill. This charcoal barrel grill from Char Griller is as low as $699 at Lowe's. This grill is Wi-Fi enabled and has a hopper feed system for adding more charcoal. It also aced CR's test. And if you're planning a family trip this summer, you can save on a travel stroller. The Chico Lightweight Stroller is as low as $87.99 at Amazon and Walmart. CR says this stroller is compact, easy to fold, and maneuvers well for its small size. That's even on rough terrain. And if those sales aren't enough, get ready for Amazon Prime Day coming later this month.
Amazon's annual Prime Day sale is happening this July 11th and 12th. Basically, everything is going to be on sale, but the discounts are exclusively available to Prime members, so you'll need an account to shop the sale.
Also, look out for competing sales at other retailers like Target and Walmart around the same time. This is Naomi Coles.
Coming up next on Live at 4, we are taking your plant calls at 608-270-9933.
And there's Lisa Briggs at the Bruce Company. She'll be waiting for us when we come back, and that number again is 608-270-9933.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab-EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab-EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-439-4089 or go to sonobello.com.
Talk about fireworks. Check out these offers during the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $300 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, like the Factory Direct Summit, now only $299.99. Purchase a Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 gift, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture to transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Head to the garden center and check out all the plants and soils you need to keep your garden growing strong. Get grilling with this 30-inch charcoal barrel grill. Now just $99.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Good
we don't have any instance to speak of, but if you look at where the heaviest rainfall is right now in regards to roads, Beltline looks pretty well. Just some light rain right now, a little bit of moderate rain toward the southeast side. But then as you go forward to Verona, we're starting to pick up now the yellow, so it's a little bit more moderate rainfall. So if you're out that direction, it gets a little worse. And to go to Mount Horeb, looks like just north of 151, we had a heavy band of precipitation come through. So now it's just really just light to moderate rainfall on 151. If you go north toward Pine Bluff, that's where you might get some more heavy rainfall, which you might have to slow down. Up to the north, it's a little better as you get close north of Lodi up to the Dells. No precipitation to be expected. And then Janesville starting to get into some precipitation, but really right now it's just light rainfall. So once again, we'll see this for the next 2 to 3 hours. So if you're out and about, just be advised, you might have to slow down if you get some of those rain. But otherwise, we should be good once we get past 10 o'clock, you guys.
All right, Greg, thank you. Well, this is not what you want to see during a day at the beach. A shark was spotted in the surf swimming dangerously close to beach bathers. Scary as it seemed, witnesses say the shark was actually focused on chasing fish. People fled to dry land and, of course, with good cause. Experts say in 2022, Florida recorded the highest number of unprovoked shark bites worldwide.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that was some serious, like,
yeah, I
couldn't get out there fast enough. No.
Okay, from that to this, let's take some plant calls at 608-270-9933. Lisa Briggs is joining us now. Any thoughts on sharks, Lisa?
Not a fan. I mean, they can stay in the ocean and I'll stay on land. It'll be fine.
Right?
Perfect.
We're all in agreement.
When they grow legs, I'll get worried.
Oh yeah. How did you like this rain?
We were super happy. Staff was out there dancing around, but it didn't last nearly long enough.
I know, not long enough.
Not that I'm complaining.
Right,
yeah.
right. But
so
we can always
everybody,
use more.
water your stuff.
Okay, all right. So once again,
water your plants.
The phone number to call 608-270-9933, and we're going to start with Angie in Jefferson. Hi, Angie. What's your question? Hello, Angie.
Hi.
Hi, Angie.
I have a dog in bush that died back like 3/4 of the way. There's like only 1/4 left. And I want to know if I should just cut it all back now or should I wait until fall, or what should I do with it? And also the part that's living is straggly, so should I trim that back shorter to make it more compact?
Let me ask you a question first. Is it a pagoda dogwood, like the great big ones, or is it just like a little shrubby one?
It was just put in like 3 years ago. It's more like spread out. It's more like a shrub, like a bush.
Okay. So if it's a pagoda dogwood where it grows up and the branches are kind of horizontal, and if it's died back and the branches were turning yellow, that's a canker disease. Pagoda dogwood don't like to be in the sun. So if it's a pagoda, it might be a sighting issue. If it's just one of the regular shrubbing, like a red twig dogwood, it's probably a water issue. Dogwood do like a lot of water, so you can certainly cut back what you have, but give it a good soak, maybe every 2 weeks until the rain starts up again, and that should help push some growth from the base.
All right, Diane, thank you.
All right, our next caller, Diane from Waterloo. What's your question?
Hi, I have a flowering basket. It's a calabrohia, and it has little white flies all over. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Little white flies all over it.
Calabacroa, also called million bells. It looks like tiny petunias. So probably what that is a fungus gnat. And so fungus gnats are just a little creature that lives in the soil, eating decaying matter. So you can use a product called mosquito bits. You can dissolve it in some water and then use it every week or 10 days when you water. Or if it's not a fungus gnat, it could be whitefly, in which case any like insecticidal soap, any of those kinds of really gentle insecticides will take care of it.
All right. Okay, and our next caller, we got Chuck in Monona. Hi, Chuck. What's your question?
I have a Christmas cactus that's a nice size and a nice shape, but the end leaves around the cactus wilt, dry up, and fall off. What do you think?
Well, How long has it been since you've repotted it?
Just within 2 years.
Okay, so it shouldn't be that. I would watch and make sure that you're not overwatering it. So sometimes when you put new soil in there, the soil holds a little bit more water than maybe it did before you repotted. So just check the soil before you water it. Make sure that it's dried, you know, about halfway through. And they also like to be outside. Flowering, the bud production will be triggered by day length. So now's the time to put it outside, sort of probably in a morning sun, like where it gets really good, strong morning sun, but maybe not so much afternoon sun when it's as hot as it's been.
All right.
All right, Pat from Mount Horeb. What's your question, Pat?
Okay, my question is, the other day I heard somebody talking about pruning the petunia baskets when they start to get a little bit lanky. And they said if you prune them, you can refill the basket. Is there any truth to that?
Well, as they get leggy, pruning will sort of trigger the plant to be branchier, so that will help. But what I would do is maybe fertilize. When you buy baskets of annuals, the grower has fertilized them. And about the end of June, the slow-release fertilizer is worn off. So get yourself like some Miracle Grow or Jack's, some kind of water-soluble fertilizer, and mix it up and then fertilize every week. That will also perk up the color, get the plant to be more vigorous, and also trigger some more flower production.
And we are out of time. Thank you all for your calls. Thank you, Lisa, very much.
And let's hope for more rain.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You guys have a good day.
You too. We'll be right
yes.
back.
Fingers crossed.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Memories matter.
I think the biggest thing I got out of my service in Vietnam was a real sense of patriotism. I'm very proud of what I did. I fought for you, and I'd fight for you again.
This 4th of July, we remember, and we never forget those who sacrificed everything for our freedoms. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, and we know that your memories matter.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
New at 5, Governor Tony Evers signs a $100 billion state budget with many line item vetoes. Will Keneally breaks down what's in and what's out and how it'll impact your bottom line in just a few moments.
He was a beast on the gridiron. Now this former Badger joins NFL legends in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's definitely a pinch me moment.
Joe Thomas tells News 3 Now what he treasures most about his rise to the top. Thursday at 6.
Yeah, we're going to have showers and thunderstorms continue, mainly for Greene County up to Dane and then parts of Columbia, and then further east is where the area really to be watching for. A lot of this will begin to wrap up after 9 p.m. with just a few showers maybe lingering till midnight east of Madison. Some heavy rainfall is probably the main thing, along with lightning. Right now it doesn't look to be too big of a severe threat out there besides the heavy rainfall. Planning night, once we get done with this after midnight, we'll drop back down to the lower 60s. much less humidity as you wake up tomorrow morning, and that translates to a really nice day. Upper 70s, near 80, relative humidity, dew points back into the low 50s, much more comfortable conditions, even mid-70s as you go further north. Rain chances after that. We still need the rain for a lot of areas. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that great coming into the weekend, but we do have some rain chances coming Sunday into Monday, and that means the temperatures overall next week through the weekend are not too bad, considering this is one of the warmest times of the year, you guys.
Straight 80s. We like it. Thank you. Tomorrow on Live at 4, Carrie Donahue from Full Circle Holistic Veterinary Care joins us to answer your pet questions.
And then we head to Lake Geneva circa 1990 to hitch a ride with Samuel Clemens, better known as Mark Twain. That's tomorrow on Live at 4.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
In today's final touch, an ill-timed error at the end of a race cost a runner her victory at the finish line.
And the foot race fail was caught on camera. So watch a competitive runner snatch defeat from the jaws of victory by taking a wrong turn right before the finish line. It happened at the AJC Peachtree Road Race in Atlanta, an annual 10K event that attracts scores of runners from all ages, skill levels, but even the pros aren't infallible. Just look at Ethiopia's Senberi Teferi, last year's champion, who was leading in the home stretch before accidentally veering off course in sight of the finish line. She appeared to follow a police motorcycle. She was able to course correct, but not before the mistake cost her the top prize. The defending champ instead finished third.
I'd be so mad.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Of course, how could you not?
Flipping tables, making a scene. Anyway, hey, thanks for joining us today.